football.
Here we go.
Mixon with a first down carry. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. It was Justin Houston who got him.
Talk about this head coach and his future with this franchise. Look, it's been a frustrating year, and I think we saw some of that frustration boil over at his weekly press conference earlier in the week.
Yeah, he's trying to say all the right things, isn't he? But he's heard the rumors. He knows what's going on out there. And right now, he is tired of having to answer the question, are you on the hot seat? In every meeting with reporters this week, he kind of said, I've had enough. And I don't blame him. He looks like a guy that may very well be out the door.
And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. Gain of 9 that time on the scramble. 1 yard shy of the marker, and it brings up 4th. Now a run with Moss. And he's not going to get there. Might have even lost a yard. He only needed a yard, but he couldn't even get back to the line of scrimmage. And this defense is going to get the football back near midfield, right at the 48.
Off the play fake to Dobbins, here's Jackson.
And this is caught by Watkins. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes and they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air. And sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
But a moot point there as they were able to connect. He was trying to clear the way, the big fullback. Instead, he gets a hole.
And you don't see that very often on running plays from those guys because usually they're the lead blocker. Normally, when he gets caught, it's in a passing situation.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete.
You definitely would have liked to have hit on that one because now you've got a 3rd and long showing up, and you just know defense is going to be getting after it. They are pinning their ears back, and they are coming.
A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Now Burrow down around his goal line. And this one is incomplete.
You know, if following up on this head coach and the pressure that he is under, CD, I want to switch it to you because you've been on winning teams, but I know you've been in similar situations too where things just are not going well. How do you approach that as a player?
It's a tough approach, Brandon, because you actually have to do the opposite of what you would think. You know, in your mind, you're thinking, I redouble my efforts, I go harder. In a sense, you have to back off a little bit. You have to do a little bit less. Do what you're supposed to do, but don't take on the pressures of doing more and trying to do your teammates' jobs as well. If you do that, that's really going to lead you to more issues.
And he's caught on his sideline, but he's not going to have a first down. They'll start on the ground with Dobbins. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play there. Second down.
Jackson with a handoff to Dobbins on the option.
And here's another tackle made at the line. So they're converging well on the football now. Calling no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd down. On 3rd down, Jackson.
He'll check this down to Dobbins out of the backfield.
That's going to bring up 4th. And they go play action now. Burrow. And incomplete on the deep ball.
I'm looking at this with my defensive eyeglasses on because you remember the old days when a tight end saw a linebacker covering him and thought he had a mismatch? But the way they can run nowadays, not necessarily so. They gave it a shot downfield. That one incomplete.
They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. Burrow will throw. Big hold of the 30. Finally taken down at the 32-yard line.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. On second and very short, Burrow. He gets this one to Boyd. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Burrow going to give this to Mixon. And he's going to be stacked up right at the line of scrimmage. Nothing there for him. 2nd down. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick. Holding them to no gain.
And that is incomplete. Nearly intercepted. The free safety couldn't quite get his hands around it, and it brings up 3rd down. An important play right here, 3rd and 10.
And I would expect pressure here.
On 3rd down, Burrow. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Well, we always talk about...
And they'll begin by running the option.
Gets it up around the 22 and no further. Did show some power on the run, but not a whole lot of room. 2nd and 9 now from the 21.
Jackson on the give to Dobbins.
And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down.
65 yards rushing on 12 carries for him now.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
An option handoff here to Dobbins.
He'll be dropped shy of the 40 despite an excellent display of footwork. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
Dobbins going to take the handoff on the option.
They find some open field here. And he'll be stopped right at midfield.
At carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
A gain of 6 there on 1st. If nothing else, they've already taken a couple minutes off the clock here already as they come up 2nd down.
Option play, and they'll hand to Dobbins. No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the 4th quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can...
And in for the Ravens touchdown. Marquise Brown. On 1st and 10, Joe Burrow. They'll set up the screen here to mix it. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. Not what they had in mind there. That's going to go as a loss of 4. To throw again on 2nd down. Burrow. Incomplete.
Jamar Chase, the intended receiver.
And it's 3rd down.
Receiver coaches preach to their guys all the time. Separation, that's what's going to make the play successful. That time there was very little, and I think they were actually fortunate that it was only knocked away and not intercepted.
Now a shot taken on 3rd down, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. Those are the kinds of plays right there that show you why he's the number 3 man in the NFL in terms of receiving yards.
Also tells you there's a full combination of what he's got going in his game. You name it, from route running to catching the football. That's why he's able to produce those types of numbers.
He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And this is caught. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. Now Jackson on 1st down. He's going deep for Brown.
And this is going to be dropped. Oh, my gracious. There was no one in his area code, but he could not hang on to it.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10.
A shotgun snap and a give to Dobbins.
And the window closes quickly. He'll only get up to the 22-yard line. A nickel look now for the Bengals as they try to stop him here on 3rd down. Now it's Jackson.
He'll swing this out to Dobbins.
And they will stop him short. They get him to the ground at the 20. From his own end zone. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down. Under 4 to go now as they come up on 2nd down. They'll throw again from their own end zone. Out left, he's got it to Everett. And oh, he sheds a tackle. Now he's got some space. And he's brought down, but not before they get it across the 20-yard line. Now they can breathe a little easier, some room to operate as they've got it 1st and 10 now out past the 20. Now it's Burrow.
He will find his man Chase complete.
And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45.
Of note, that last throw right there, putting him over 3,000 yards passing now for the year.
And when you start running the numbers in your head and realize that we're not halfway done with the season yet, you think to yourself, could this be a 6,000-yard season? That's definitely on the table.
And across midfield he goes into Raven territory.
80 yards on the ground for him now as he has gotten better, really, as the night's gone on.
A good run, got 7 on 1st. Here's 2nd and 3.
And that's out quickly to Chase.
And some space here. Touchdown!
Jamar Chase.
48 yards. And the Bengals have taken the lead here in the 4th.
And CD, we have seen some great runs the last.
On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. And he's able to get this one up to his 30 before he's out of bounds. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And that'll bring up 2nd down. Jackson from the shotgun. And that'll be caught by the big tight end, Andrews. 5 yards on first down, but now just a 1-yard pickup there on second. This a big play for both sides. What will we see here? 3rd and 4. He'll find Dobbins out of the backfield. And he will have a Ravens first down as he'll be marked down a yard or two past the marker following a gain of 6. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive. Jackson throwing on target to Brown and able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. This will be caught once again by Brown. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. First down now, but that clock rolling. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
That's certainly not the worst thing. It stops the clock and lets your offense catch its breath and lets us exhale a little bit. Now I expect them to call a couple plays in the huddle, so they're ready if a tackle happens inbounds.
And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. They'll try to run with Dobbins, and he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. The Bengals going to use the second of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. Jackson to throw. And this is caught. Touchdown. And they've taken the lead here in the final minute. So now an extra point doesn't help much. They'll try to go for 2 to make the difference a field goal, and they can lead it by 3. Throwing now is Jackson. And this is caught. And it's a 3-point game. So that effort gives him a 3. Sliding out of the pocket. Throw right side is into the hands of his tight end, Everett. Now the Bengals going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 45 seconds left to go in the game. Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. Meanwhile, Burrow's throw here into the hands of Boyd. And he's going to pick up a first down here as that clock continues to run. Oh, he didn't spike it. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. That's Derek Barnett coming in and making the play.